An otherworldly Savior and Messiah is the Lord of war. It's not creation. We are subject as created beings to bend the knee and bow at the sword of the Creator of all. That includes all participants.
Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, not to hit back against Iran again. Trump's handling of the terror regime, a far cry from one past presidential hopeful.
And what's the message to Iran?
Don't.
As President Biden said, just don't.
Exactly. It's one word. Pretty straightforward.
Right. Our next guest, a Democrat who worked for President Clinton and President Biden, says Kamala Harris would have never had the courage to pull off Trump's move, in his view, in Iran. Jamie Metzl joins us now. Jamie, I know that told the story right there, but is that what the basis of why you said what you wrote?
You know, I voted for Kamala Harris. I think that Joe Biden did a pretty decent job of trying to contain Iran. But there was a window of opportunity here, and President Trump very boldly took it. I do believe that Kamala Harris, again, who I voted for, would have been balancing the crazy left of the Democratic Party and the centrists like me, and would have had a very hard time taking such a bold and decisive decision. President Trump did it. I praised him when we didn't know anything about what was going to happen as a result. And right now, things are looking actually pretty good. That decision to take that bold and decisive step, I think, has resounded to the benefit of certainly of the United States.
Jamie, you wrote the column after the bombing. Mm-hmm. Now, since that time, you're here.
Yeah.
There's now a ceasefire. There was a breach, and then there was a ceasefire again. That's where we're at.
Right.
Does that change your opinion at all, or enhance your opinion?
It enhances my opinion. I mean, people were saying if we take this action, there's going to be all this blowback. There may be blowback, but right now it's looking pretty good. We gave Israel an off-ramp. There's a lot of damage has been carried out against Iran. The regime has been degraded, but we should make no mistake. These guys, if they can, are going to try to claw back everything that they've lost and then some. So this is just the beginning of a process, and we certainly need to stay tough.
Well, there's some things that make me think that things might have changed, and that is, did you see the surrogates have not done anything to help Iran? Now, I don't think they're the same surrogates. Houthis are just as strong as ever. Do you notice that Russia and China have not done anything? North Korea has not done anything. What does that tell you?
So the surrogates of the proxies of Iran, Israel primarily, has massively beaten them down, and they are afraid because their big patron of Iran is now weakened. But China and Russia are the ones that we need to watch, because I would bet that they are going to do everything in their power to quietly build up Iran, and we're going to have to keep an eye on that.
So, Jamie, Senator Fetterman is a Democrat, feels the way you did. Julian Epstein is a longtime Democrat, feels the way you did. Do you feel blowback in the Democratic community because you wrote what you wrote?
I certainly have received messages, both private and public, criticizing me, saying, hey, why are you taking this position, especially taking this position against Kamala Harris, because that's from the past. And my view is the Democrats massively screwed up. President Biden should never have sought re-election. We should have had a competitive primary that Kamala Harris could have competed in. Maybe she would have won. The absence of that process has cost us Democrats. And if we can't speak openly and honestly about our own screw-ups, it's not just bad for the Democratic Party, it's bad for America.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
But do you also recommend to Democrats, pick your spots, and if you agree with President Trump, don't worry about agreeing with him. It won't be your kryptonite.
Now, that's certainly my view. I'm a
Superman.
First, I'm a Democrat. But by all means, I'll praise President Trump when he does something good, and by all means, I'll criticize him when I feel like he does something bad, and the same with my own party. We Americans need to come together, and we need to call good, good, and bad, bad.
Jamie, it was great of you to come down, and I'll talk to you on radio again. Thanks so much for watching, Fox and Friends. America.